I've just finished today's press-ups and I was preparing the video and realised that I forgot something from yesterday. So yesterday I glossed over the idea of children having behavioural problems and that falling on us. What I meant by that was children who are born and start out with fine, but whose poor behaviour goes unchecked and leads to a digression in the way that they respect others and the way that they grow up, because we just haven't chosen to address it. There is of course children who will be born with ADHD and ADD and things like that, and who may have certain behavioural problems that are just inherent to the way they are raised, and that is, a parent can give all the love and all their time and everything and it still not make a difference. And I understand that that's a completely different thing, and that has its own requirement for assistance and stuff like that. So that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is when kids are just allowed to become wild and stay wild, and it's treated as part of who they are as opposed to being addressed as a problem. So I apologise for that. Okay, have a good day. Okay, good morning, day 3. Here we are again. So following on from what we talked about in the previous 2 days in relation to our feelings, how we teach kids how to use their feelings and how to understand them and how to not repress them. Let's talk about how we address and how we talk to our children. So one of the things that I see quite regularly, especially in rugby, is I see men who use terms like, don't be a girl, don't be such a pansy, man up. I've already mentioned that one before. So you've got to realise that when you say something like that to a very small child, specifically someone who's like in a formative age, that does 3 things. The first thing is it tells the child that they're not good enough for who they are. So it tells them that, okay, I know I'm a boy, I don't want to be a girl, so it tells them that they're not good enough for being a girl, to be a boy. The second thing it does is it stigmatizes that role or that identity towards the young man. So it means a young man will think that being a girl or being a pansy is worse than being a man. And the third thing it does is that if there are girls or people present who have, and remember that sexual identity and sexual orientation and gender identity can start at a very, very, very young age. It tells them when they hear that being said to somebody else that they're not worthy. Nobody should ever feel that they're not worthy. So we need to be very careful with the language that we use when we talk to young men. How we describe their perceived failures or perceived weaknesses. It's too easy, it's a trap that we fall into because the language is very easy to fall back on. It's what was said to us when we were kids, so we believe that it's true. And you see it everywhere, you see it on TV, you see it on, big girl's blouse, don't be such a fairy, things like that, so it falls on us to change the language. It falls on us to change the way we speak. I had experience once at a rugby match where a coach roared and shouted at the pitch, and he called these kids who were, I'd say, it was under 16s match, so they were 15, 16 years old, the things he called them you wouldn't call a dog. I just, thinking back now, I should have sent him off. Hindsight's perfect, but anyway. So we need to be very careful the way we talk to our children because it devalues them. It makes them feel less worthy than they are, and they don't know how to be better yet. So they don't know how to change to not be called that. They don't know what they have to do. So that falls on us. How we talk to them, how we train them, how we teach them to be people, the language we use falls on us. So we need to change that. So that's my message for Saturday. Lads, this is killing me here from doing the press-ups. I know the objective is to do 25 even if you have to fall to your knees. I think I could be falling to my knees fairly early today. So let's go. Yeah, these are getting harder. It's the lack of break is killing me, and because I haven't done anything in months. These are really, I find these really difficult, but that's the challenge, isn't it? That's the point. Oh God. Can I have a day of rest tomorrow, huh? It is Sunday after all. Okay. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great weekend.